I started playing Warframe about 150 days ago, and Gauss Prime is by far my favorite frame in the game. And I want to come up with a build that was very enjoyable, but also very customizable. So today, I kind of want to give you a quick guide on my build for Gauss Prime. So let me know what y'all think about it in the comments below. Let's talk about the abilities real quick. Passive, essentially, moving will generate your battery. There's a battery on the right-hand side. Essentially, moving will recharge battery up to 80%. You can go past this with the 4 ability, which is Redline, which we'll talk about that in just a moment. Your 1 ability is essentially gotta go fast. You're gonna be going very fast with this. You're gonna be sprinting and charging that battery, and then when you crash into solid stuff, you're gonna create a shockwave. And then of course you're gonna hold the 1 to rush continuously. Your 2 is kinetic plating. This is essentially based off of your battery for survivability. You're gonna generate an armor plating that converts a portion of damage, physical heat, hold, and blast into energy. Also protects Gauss from being staggered or knocked down. Damage resistance is gonna be relative to the battery level. So the higher that battery, the more damage resistance you're going to have. Your 3, which I actually subsumed for Roar for more damage, which is a helmet ability from Rhino. Essentially, this is going to be an additive damage bonus. So Roar will grant all nearby Warframes increased damage for a short duration. And then, of course, 4 is going to be the red line, which is going to push Gauss's battery past that red line to 100% for more survivability on the 2. And then you can keep charging it to about 100%. You kind of want to keep red line up as well as keep that battery to 100% as much as possible because it scales with the 2 to keep you alive even longer. So let's talk about the mods that I run on this build. The first mod being the Aura Spot mod, which is Brief Respite. On ability cast, squad converts 150% of energy spent to shields while overshields are inactive. So essentially, when you cast abilities, you get more shields. Shields go with kinetic plating to survive. So this is like it's like bread and butter essentially, right? Next, we're gonna do Prime Continuity, which is ability duration, 55% ability duration. That is. You could also run, if you don't have Prime Continuity, you could also run Standard Continuity for 30% ability duration. Next one is gonna be Equilibrium. At max rank, health pickups give 110% energy, and then energy pickups give 110% health. This is going to be another bread and butter mod for this build. And then next is Prime Flow, which gives you 185% energy max at max rank. If you run just standard flow, it'll give you 100% energy max at max rank. These 3 mods, Prime Continuity or Continuity, Equilibrium, Prime Flow, or Standard Flow are the first 3. These are the required mods for the build. Everything else is kind of optional because you really just want to have as much duration and as much strength as possible. So how did I do that? My next mod spot is Blind Rage. I put Blind Rage for more ability strength at the cost of efficiency. Now you might be wondering, why would you want negative efficiency on this build if you want to be casting abilities? It's where Equilibrium comes into play. That health pickups give more energy, and then of course energy pickups give more health. These 2 go really well together. My next one is Narrow-Minded. This is another essential mod for, in my opinion, for the build, but I know not everybody's gonna have this one. Narrow-Minded will give you at max rank 99% ability duration and negative 66% ability range. You do not need range on this build. That is the one thing you do not need to focus on at all. You do not need range because nothing really scales on range in this build. So you can kind of just forget about it. The next 3 are kind of my flex spots, my bigger flex spots, that is. Now, while everything after flow is a flex spot, these 3 are my bigger flex spots. My next one is going to be Transcendent Fortitude, which gives you ability strength, 55% ability strength at cost of negative 27.5% duration. Now, I know this kind of counteracts what I said with having as much duration and strength as possible because that we have so much ability duration from the Archon shards, which we'll talk about soon, but also because we're sitting at almost like 300% ability duration. You can kind of cut back a little bit of this. Next is going to be Augur Cord, which is 70% shield capacity, but because this is a set of mods, the more of these mods that you have on, the more energy that you spend on abilities will convert into shields and overshields. I try to keep at least 2 of these mods on at all times. So my next spot is either going to be Augur Message or Augur Secrets for more ability duration or ability strength, whichever one is your preference. Either one will be just fine. Augur Message will give you a 24% ability duration, while Augur Secrets will give you more ability strength at 24%. So again, this is a preference, whichever one you want to run. Now, again, this is one of those things where you can kind of swap these out wherever you want. I do recommend trying to run 2 of these mods if possible for the energy converted to shield, but if you don't want to run that, which is completely fine, maybe you don't have it, maybe you just don't like the mod set, completely understandable. I can go and give you some recommendations for what to throw in these spots. If you do not like the Augur set, you could easily replace Augur Cord with Primed Redirection or Standard Redirection for more shield capacity. And then for Augur Message or Augur Secrets, you can really just kind of run whatever you want in the spot. This is my like if I was to have like I know I've said a lot of these are flex spots, but like the last one is like my mega flex spot. You could put whatever you like here. One thing that I like to run here sometimes is Umbral Intensify for more ability strength. Sometimes I like to run Constitution for more ability duration. And if I want a little bit more efficiency, I run Fleeting Expertise for 60% ability efficiency at the cost of duration. So again, this is completely completely up to you. This is a massive flex spot. It's whatever you want to run here. Sometimes I'll even swap out Augur Message for Augur Secrets. It's really just up to you, whatever you want to do. My Arcanes on the build are multi-efficiency. At rank 5, while shields are active, gain 6% ability duration per second, up to a maximum of 36%. You also get a revive with this. Molt Augmented at rank 5 on kill gives you 0.24% ability strength and stacks up 250 times with another arcane revive. Another thing I will mention is weapon-wise. You can kind of run whatever you like. Weapon-wise, it's completely up to you. Wherever your comfort zone is at with that. Personally, I run Burst and Prime Incarnate, as well as the Latum or Vesper 77. And then my melee, I run whatever I feel like running because I don't really run melees that often. But again, weapons are a comfort spot on this, whatever you feel like doing. For Archon shards, we run 3 Tau Forge red for duration, and then 2 Tau Forge yellow for casting speed. Casting speed is very important for me. I like to go fast. Casting speed makes me cast my abilities quicker. So again, it just kind of fits with the whole I like to go fast speed thing for myself. It's kind of like I just like going fast. I love going fast with Gauss. It's one of my favorite things. But of course, what would you change about the build if you were to change anything? Let me know in the comments down below, and make sure you subscribe for more Gauss Prime builds. I'm gonna be doing quite a few more of these builds. I kind of want to do one video per build that I'm gonna do because I want to focus on one build at a time. And with that, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Take care and peace.